Okay. So, hi everybody. I'm Mate Grbavac, lead solution engineer for virtual cloud network. I am with VMware for since the beginning of this year, and before that I have about 15 years of experience in system integrator, then public companies and also private companies, and so I'm about 15 years in the networking in different positions like system engineer, head of departments, etc. And now I finally moved to the vendor and to the VMware. Today's topic is the VMware SD-WAN. We also call it VeloCloud. VeloCloud basically was the company which VMware acquired a few years ago, and which basically developed this SD-WAN solution, which at the end VMware basically improved. We are doing further development, and we are integrated everything to the whole our networking and security portfolio. If you have any questions, please raise the hand, put in the chat, no problem. Then I can answer right now, and we can do some Q&A slot at the end. So why SD-WAN? Actually, in the classic, let's say, network environment, a lot of things was driven by position of the applications. So let's say even today, most of the applications, at least in our region, are hosted in our own data centers. So we don't use cloud so much, but these things are changing. And then we used some, let's say, MPLS and leased line links to provide connectivity from our different locations to our headquarters, to our data centers where our applications are hosted. There are two reasons for that. First of all, internet links was not cheap, and internet, let's say, internet links was not so good. So nobody could guarantee you the traffic, etc. But with MPLS links and the lease line, if you bought 200 kilobits or 1, 2, 3, 5 megabits, the provider guaranteed you this bandwidth, and you know what you have, and you know what applications you have, and you would easily can manage these things. But today, when the old applications are going to the web form, and especially when things are moving to the cloud, when we have different security requirements and regulations, then we need to send all that traffic to the data center to be able to access the applications, to be able to inspect whole traffic and protect it when accessing to the internet applications. Then these broadband links and lease line links are not anymore, let's say, good enough, because bandwidth at the end in the MPLS link is expensive. Today, you can get, I don't know, 100 megabits of internet for the price of 15, 20, 30 euros. And the MPLS or lease line is much more expensive. Then the problem is we all need redundancy, how to handle multiple links, how to, let's say, remediate the applications if one link is good and another link is bad, how detect that one link is good, second is bad, and how then use good links for critical applications, and let's say use bad links for less critical applications. So everything of that is now changing and moving, and as you can see here in the slide, there are expectations that in next 2 years, 30% of links in enterprise environment will be internet links, not MPLS links. And when we are using internet, we will probably use multiple internet links via different providers, as well via different infrastructure. So one link probably will be via the DSL or the optic. Second link maybe will be via LTE, 5G, or any other access technology. And when we are on the internet, one thing that we need to do is encryption. So we need to protect our data, which is not easy when we have multiple locations, because we need to configure everything separately. And the second thing is, again, how to measure quality of the internet link end to end, and then how to use particular link with particular application. And all these challenges are addressable with our SD-WAN with VeloCloud solution. So how we are doing today? Simply, legacy infrastructure is created with the star or hub and spoke technology, in which we have primary or one or maybe two data centers as central locations, on which one hubs are located. And then we have a lot of different branch locations, smaller, bigger, which are via different connectivity technologies connected to the primary data centers. Usually branch has multiple links, at least two in most of the cases, simply because of redundancy. And then we are using these links to access to the services into the data center. And then from the data center, we are accessing to the services on the internet. When we are talking with different customers, with different partners, I like to ask them, are you using cloud services? And usually some of them, or even most of them, says no, all our applications are local in our data centers. But they are always thinking about their business applications. But for example, if I ask some of you today, are you using cloud applications? Maybe someone would say, no, we don't use it. But yes, you are using it. We are now talking via the Zoom. So we have this event, these presentations via the Zoom, and the Zoom is a cloud application. So it's hosted somewhere in the cloud. And probably if you are accessing this Zoom session from your, let's say, branch, you are probably going via your data center to the cloud application. So today customers are even not aware that they are using cloud services, because we are not thinking about that too much, and we don't need to think about that too much, because we need to treat these cloud applications like they are our on-prem application, because everything now is mission critical. And now with this hub and spoke design, you again need to provide quality of service, you need to provide security, encryption, etc. And you need to do this on each of these branch locations. And if there are 2, 3, or 5 branches, it's not so big problem. But what if you have, if you are a retailer and you have 200, 300, or even 1,000 branch locations? It's not simple to manage, control, and monitor all these things and locations. And what is changing now? It's changing what we talked about 1 minute ago. That is that a lot of the applications is now moving from the cloud. So application footprint in on-premise data center is decreasing, and everything is moving to the cloud. And today, a lot of applications we are now using from the cloud. I believe that the first application which most of the enterprises moved to the cloud was Microsoft. So Microsoft Outlook, Microsoft Teams, Microsoft Office 365. After that, you have a OneDrive, you have Zoom, you have different collaboration things like Skype. You have different cloud service provider like AWS, Google Cloud Platform, Microsoft Azure, and a lot of the things is now moving to the cloud, and the shift to the cloud will be even bigger when we move our services from legacy virtual machines to the microservices to the container. Then cloud will be even more utilized. And basically, this will also drive the implementation of SD-WAN. We have now example from the Greece where the Microsoft built the point of presence from the for the Microsoft Azure. And now we see as well that a lot of customers in the Greece are moving to the Azure, and a lot of them is now looking for SD-WAN technology because applications are not anymore hosted in their data center. They are moved to the cloud, which is located somewhere in the Greece. And of course, then this traffic pattern is changed with the movement of this application to the cloud. Because, okay, we still have a lot of branch location. We still have a data center, but our applications are not anymore hosted in our data center. They are moved somewhere in the cloud. And now we have two options. One option is, okay, we will keep this existing design, and we will connect our branch to the data center, and then through the data center, we will access to the cloud services. But this doesn't make a lot of sense. Why? Because we still need this branch to data center links, and we need data center to cloud link. And we still need to manage all these branch locations, and at the end, we need to provide some quality of service, because our browser or our PC cannot differentiate, let's say, Microsoft Teams traffic from the, let's say, Google surfing from, let's say, maybe Dropbox or any other cloud storage service, etc. And we can do some kind of QoS between branch and data center, but we still cannot control this data center to cloud links because it's pure internet. And basically, what would be nice to have is to have some kind of, let's say, this device which is on the branch and the data center is some kind of that device. It would be nice to have it in the cloud. And this is what we in VMware can provide to you with our SD-WAN solution. So this is an example for one enterprise company, which is basically from healthcare. There is data center with central location. There is a lot of branch locations, and everybody are accessing to the data center, and then from data center they are accessing to the public internet, to the cloud services, etc. And then we have also, which explode in COVID, remote users. So everybody is using public internet to create VPN connection to the data center, and then again via the internet access to the different services. And again, on this part on the right, you need to provide the quality of service, you need to provide security, encryption, etc. And you still have the problem of configuration of all these devices. And you can control only part between data center and the end user, but you cannot control the part between data center and the cloud service itself. And all of that leads to the bandwidth congestion, bad quality of experience, simply things are not going, simply applications are not working correctly, and we have at the end business problem. And basically what we are doing with SD-WAN is that we still have this branch location, we still have headquarters, and on every of these locations, we have something which is called SD-WAN Edge. SD-WAN Edge is simply device, so like a small device which is like a router or a firewall, which is managed from the central controller, which can be in the cloud or on the prem, and which is providing connectivity, quality of service, encryption, etc. And this edge device can be physical, can be virtual, can run in different locations, but we are also running these devices as cloud gateways in the near the cloud providers. So in the Microsoft Azure, in the AWS, in the Google Cloud Platform, etc. You can put it in your own cloud if you want. And we are basically providing this SD-WAN technology not just from branch to the data center, but from the branch to the cloud itself. So how this looks like now, we have our branch locations, we have data centers, but we have our Velo Cloud point of presence in different cloud environments. And now when our users from the branches or from the home are accessing to the different services, they are accessing to the different services via the internet or via the, let's say, lease line through the data center or through the public internet. But we are now creating tunnels between edge devices, not just in the branch and data center, but between edge devices on the branch and the cloud itself. And now when our user is accessing to the Zoom or to the, let's say, Office 365 or to the Salesforce, etc., we can, with our edge and with our technology, differentiate the applications, and we can provide different security, quality of service, and any other networking policy to the different applications, and basically provide end-to-end connectivity. So any transport, any application, any service in any cloud, and we can treat now applications in the cloud on the infrastructure as a service or service as a service, and we can treat all these applications in the same way like we are treating applications which are hosted in our data center right now. So how we are doing this? Most of the cloud providers are using Equinix data centers for the hosting. And what we did is that we position our cloud gateways as well in this Equinix data centers. So our cloud gateways, our SD-WAN cloud gateways are, let's say, positioned very, very, very close to the all cloud providers and to their services. And that is the way how can we provide end-to-end connectivity from our locations or users to the cloud services in the same way like we can do it for our on-premise applications in our data center. This is also recognized on the market, and VMware is, let's say, leader by Gartner for the last 2 or 3 years for the SD-WAN technology. And a lot of, let's say, this old school networking vendors like Cisco, Silver Peak, Palo Alto, Fortinet, etc., are behind us. And this is not, like I said, for the last few months. This is like this for the last 3 or 4 years. So this is a very proven technology. We have a lot of references, a lot of implementations in different environments, so public, financial sector, enterprise sector, production sector, and we can basically provide the reference from basically any area of business that is now used and that everyone want to maybe try, test, or see how it's works. What can we provide with SD-WAN is basically, first of all, agility. You can have 10 branches or 10,000 branches. Basically, it is not important how the big environment is, because we are managing everything centrally via the graphical user interface, via the central controller. We have zero-touch provisioning, and basically all you need is to send device to the location, and then device will register to the cloud controller, pull the configuration, and things are working. You don't need to send technician to the remote location, and basically what can we do and what can we provide is if you order the Velo Cloud, we can send device directly to the remote location, and the customer will get a mail with instructions what to connect, how, in which port, and after he connect this device, so he needs to plug it into the electricity outlet, he needs to connect networking cables, and things are from that point working automatically. With this simplified operations, monitoring and control, you simply can decrease costs. And with this agility, we can help you to, let's say, get the revenue growth. And with all that, you will get better security, better user quality of experience, because everything is managed centrally. Security and encryption is built in. So you just simply click encryption on the controller, and all your SD-WAN will be encrypted. You don't need to create this security key exchange. You don't need to configure, I don't know, IPsec, SSL, VPN, etc. Everything is done automatically. Let's say out of the box. It's everything built into the solution. Same thing is also with quality of service, which will cover in the next few slides. Which are the components? So like I said, we have SD-WAN edges on the branch locations, on the data center, and the cloud gateways in the cloud. And we have this VMware orchestrator, which is a graphical user interface management control management point, which can be hosted in the cloud or can be installed on the prem as a virtual machine. So it's up to you what will you choose. We have different flavors, so we can provide you this like service, or you can install it fully on prem. This is also one of important things of VMware SD-WAN solution is DMPO. DMPO is basically dynamic multipath optimization. It is technology which handle multiple links, handles link congestions, and handles all this, let's say, packet drops, jitters, and all other challenges which could happen on the link. And basically, this is example how, let's say, video stream looks like when you have 2% packet loss without SD-WAN and with SD-WAN. Basically, DMPO is monitoring link because we are sending our metadata with each packet of each applications. Each application which is going through the link, and we are basically inserting this to our overlay header, and basically we can react very fast and then remediate the traffic to another link for the particular applications, or we can basically send double of packages or triple of packages basically, and then statistically mitigate this packet loss. And this is example, for example, this is example from the graphical user interface from the controller, where you have two links. One is MPLS link, and the second link is, let's say, some internet link, and we have voice traffic. From perspective of the voice traffic, which is going through the SD-WAN, we don't have problems because everything is green, but under the hood, MPLS in this part is not working. Internet link is maybe not so good because we have some packet loss, but SD-WAN takes care of, let's say, fixing these links, and at the end the user experience is very good and the user is not experiencing any other problem. So we are doing continuous link monitoring, dynamic pair packet steering, and we can on demand remediate applications. And for example, for some mission critical applications, we can use both links. For some other applications, we will use just MPLS. For any other application, we will use pure internet, etc. And we can have multiple these links. It doesn't need to be just one or two. It can be multiple of them. This is also example with Office 365, which can be very hungry when the bandwidth is in place, because you cannot differentiate, let's say, mails from Teams, from OneDrive, from, let's say, SharePoint, etc. With our technology, we can, with DPI, so deep packet inspection, we can recognize which particular packet belongs to which particular applications, and based on that, we can basically provide different quality of service and different policy for any application which is part of the Office 365. So what challenges we are solving? It's bandwidth quality and cost. We will reduce complexity of your network because you are now managing your WAN. So you're not managing hundreds or thousands of locations. You are managing your WAN network. So you have your graphical user interface, which will provide you configuration, monitoring, and control, and troubleshooting. And you will manage whole your network from the one point. We will provide you as well access to the different clouds in the same way like you are accessing to all your locations. So we will provide you quality of service, security, encryption, and the dim packet inspection. And with that, you can, let's say, treat all your internet links like they are private links, because you are monitoring every packet, you are monitoring every link, and basically dynamically steer the packet between different links, or you are using for some specific applications all the links together, so you will get also bigger bandwidth. This is also one of example where we have legacy WAN operations. So we have a lot of these MPLS expensive and slow connections. We have applications which are in data center, which are far from users. As well, today a lot of applications are in the cloud. And we don't have efficient technology to use different links and to use all links, and let's say to use a particular link depending on the quality of the link, or depending on the application we have, etc. With the VMware SDWAN, we are treating all locations in the same way. So regardless, are they on the branch, in the data center, or in the cloud, we can use multiple links simultaneously. We can monitor all the links, and with DMPO, so dynamic multipath optimization, we can steer traffic based on applications, based on link quality, and based on configured business policy. Regarding day two operations, for example, if you have multiple locations and you want to change quality of service, so you have a new application and you need to protect these applications on the network level, you need to configure quality of service in a few different steps in the command line interface, and you need to do this on all locations. So we are talking about tens, hundreds, or even thousands of locations, depending on the enterprise. And with VMware SD-WAN, you can just configure this in the business policy in the GUI, click OK, and the orchestrator will automatically deploy configurations to the all devices. Same thing is with the monitoring. So if you want to monitor quality of service, security, encryption, etc., you need to use different command line commands. And with our orchestrator, you can see everything in the GUI. So simply is everything is the green, you don't have a problem. Is something is yellow, there is maybe some challenge. And if something is red, okay, some link is missing, or some location is unreachable, so links are not working, etc. And in the classical environment, you need to do this again for every other branch manually, for every other location manually. And with our deep packet inspection, we can differentiate 3,000 different applications. So we can, let's say, recognize on our edge device 3,000 plus applications and provide different business policy for any particular applications. And this business policy can be real-time transactional bulk, high priority, normal priority, low priority. If you have some custom applications, so which are not in this 3,000, in between these 3,000, we can create custom pattern for the application and then again apply different business policy to your custom application. So if you have your custom application, we can provide all these features, so which DMPO provides. So dynamic link steering, use multiple links, use better link for more critical applications. Let's say you can give priority for some other applications which is mission critical for you, etc. For example, if you have your branch location and people are using Office 365 in the branch location, then this Office 365 in a classical legacy environment can eat all bandwidth. But with VMware SD-WAN, you can say, okay, this application is my mission critical application, and I want to give her, let's say, 1 megabit of bandwidth. And then VMware SD-WAN will take care, and it will decrease bandwidth of Microsoft, let's say, Teams, and provide 1 megabit per second just for your particular application. And you can create multiple number of these custom applications. So there is no limitations. But when the cloud applications are in the questions, we covered practically everything what 99% of the customers is using. So we can out of the box recognize and differentiate, let's say, Salesforce, SAP, SharePoint, Microsoft Teams, Zoom, OneDrive, Google Drive, Dropbox, etc. You just need to plug in device, and basically we already will create for you some business policy which can you, let's say, adopt if needed. If not, you can use what we created for you. And in the end, visibility. So how will you today know what is causing link congestion? Is this maybe Teams call or maybe OneDrive synchronization? You don't have, let's say, tool today to see all this because everything is encrypted into SSL. With our technology, we can basically, based on the footprint and based on our deep packet inspection, we can differentiate different applications and basically see what is happening based on application level. So which application is consuming how much traffic, which application is experiencing problems because there are some link problems, etc. So you can see on the GUI not just based on the application level, but also based on the location level, branch level, which application, which user is using how much traffic, who is experiencing problem, when this problem happened, because we have a historical view for the, let's say, last few days, months, or even a year. And in the end, this is 2 slides I need to cover. Now, what about remote workers? With COVID, all of us basically moved to home, and I'm now also working from home. I believe that someone of you is also working from home. And let's say we have a lot of these security devices and services which are implemented in our data center. But we are now using Zoom, and probably from our home we are using Zoom through the pure internet, and we are not going through our data center. maybe we are going if we have some VPN or IPsec tunnel, etc. But probably if this is internet service, we are going directly to the internet. And we are not using any kind of these security services in the data center. And basically what we did, we introduced SASE, Secure Access Service Edge. And basically it is technology which will provide access to our data center and to the all cloud services in the same way like SD-WAN is doing, but not just from our office, but also from our home, basically from everywhere. How will we do that? We combined two of our technologies. One technology is a Workspace ONE, which is running on the laptop, tablet, mobile phone, etc., and our SD-WAN technology. And basically, you can have your software installed on the mobile phone or on your laptop. And basically, this software will provide you, from one point of view, it will provide you Workspace ONE, mobile device management, etc. And from other perspective, this software will provide you all these SD-WAN features, including DMPO, which is used in the SD-WAN. And in the cloud, we have our SASE POP, in which will provide for you different cloud services. So cloud firewall, cloud gateway, web security, web filtering, secure access, etc. Basically, we moved all these security services from your data center to the cloud. You can use these security services in the cloud. You can, through this SASE, access to the different internet applications, to the different cloud applications. You can surf through it. You will have all the security. As well, you can access to all your branches and the data center like you would do from your, let's say, offices, from your headquarters, etc. So basically, we are bringing together cloud networking and cloud security to the endpoints, to your home, to your mobile device. And basically, we are providing you access from any device, from any application, from any location to any application, and to any cloud. I know I took 10 minutes time over our time slot, but this is basically a huge area, and 30 minutes is a little bit too less. So sorry for this. I hope that, let's say, I give you insight to what we are doing, what can we provide. And if you see the use case, we can create, let's say, full-time presentation with demo. We can provide as well proof of concept, etc. And please feel free to contact my colleagues in Hungary. As well, you can contact me directly. And if there are any questions, please put it into the chat or to the Q&A. If not, thank you for your attention. I will send link to this presentation, so to the recording, so you can, let's say, see it later, or maybe share it with your colleagues or customers, partners, etc. So if there is no questions, thank you once again for joining this session, and see you next week in or in some next session, because this is a whole program. Every week is one session from different technologies, and I will have one session which will be related to vRealize Network Insight about middle of September, so in 1 month from now. Thank you again. Nice to see you, and see you.